Hello, it's me, Canoopsy, and this is the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL, Microsoft's recent flagship smartphone that fans of Windows Phone have been asking for forever. But is it enough to satisfy fans and people looking to switch to Windows Phone? Let's check it out. So, the design is nice. The phone screams a very minimalist look, which is pretty good. It's nothing too original or different from other Lumia phones, so it doesn't stand out too much, but it's nice enough. One thing that I have noticed is that the plastic body does creak a little bit and feels somewhat cheap, but it's not that big of an issue. The back cover is removable, revealing wireless charging, a removable battery, and micro SD card expansion. There's also a speaker on the back, which is decent enough. At the bottom, you'll find the USB-C port, the top, the headphone jack, and the right side the power button and volume buttons. The button placement is a bit hard to get used to, but they feel nice. At the front is where things get unique. You of course have the usual ear speaker and 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which takes some pretty decent selfies, if you're into that. But there's also an iris scanner. The iris scanner starts scanning when you turn your phone, and it's fairly quick. You have to be pretty close to it usually, and it's about as fast as a fingerprint scanner on the older iPhone 6 and iPhone 5S. Nowhere near as quick as a more modern fingerprint scanner. Also, if you wear glasses, it still works. The display is great. It's a 5.7-inch AMOLED WQHD panel with 518 pixels per inch. It's very sharp and it gets decently bright, but you have to have it on auto mode for some weird reason. Colors are vibrant and contrast is good. However, it is very easily viewable outdoors, which is awesome. Being Microsoft's flagship phone, the 950 XL has some of the latest and greatest specifications, such as a Snapdragon 810, Adreno 430 GPU, 3GB of RAM, and a 3000 mAh battery. The battery can easily get you through a full day of usage, no problem. Standby can be a bit odd sometimes though, with the battery draining very quickly when not in use, but that all varies per person, per environment, per usage, and per handset. And the inclusion of wireless charging, quick charging, and a replaceable battery essentially makes battery life even better. With all of these amazing specifications, the phone performs extremely well running the already smooth Windows 10 Mobile. There's virtually no lag anywhere on this device, so good job, Microsoft. Gaming is great on the phone too. Asphalt 8 runs like a boss, and thus intensive games will run amazingly. And this leads me into software. Running Windows 10 Mobile is both a blessing and a curse. I love the look of the OS. It's simple, modern, and clean. Live tiles are of course very cool and useful. Changing the background makes the whole phone look different. And the keyboard is fantastic. This Lumia also comes with Microsoft Continuum, which turns your phone into an almost PC if you buy the $99 display dock. There's many other awesome parts of Windows 10 Mobile, but there's also quite a few issues. For example, the phone reboots and hangs a lot for me. Whether I had it in standby or while I was playing a game or using Continuum, the phone would periodically restart. There's a bunch of other small bugs and annoyances here and there too, making for not the most stable experience, but these should get fixed eventually. Now, about that app situation. How is it today? I use both iPhones and Android phones, and there are specific apps that I use daily. For example, Twitter, yes. Facebook, yes. Slack, yes. Instagram, yes. But it kinda sucks. Snapchat, no. Any Google apps? Oh, hell no! Surprisingly enough, there's actually a few Google apps, but they're not very good, and there's a whole bunch of third-party ones that I really wouldn't trust. So there are more apps than I remember there being before, but still, many of the existing apps just don't compare to their other platform versions, especially Instagram. And newly released apps on their platforms are unlikely going to make their way to Windows Phone. So at this point in the review, things are looking pretty meh. Things are looking good, don't get me wrong, but not outstanding. Now Microsoft needs to save the Lumia. But let's talk about the camera, quite possibly the best part of this phone. The camera is 20 megapixels with an aperture of f1.9. The phone also includes a triple LED flash and the beloved shutter button of awesomeness. Photos are downright great, and being able to adjust how much flash a shot has after the fact is quite an awesome feature. .4K video is pretty fantastic too, but a bit quicker focus would be nice. Okay, so to conclude, the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL is a pretty good phone. The hardware is nothing special, some of the features are unique and cool, the specs are high-end and in turn makes a fast-performing phone, and the camera is phenomenal. The one thing that drags down the 950 XL is the software. Although, if you really are sold on getting the best Lumia in terms of speed, the 950 XL can't be beat. What do you think of the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.